Here it come, y'all.
Yeah, there we go.
This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station. I am your host, Smart2. How you motherfuckers doing today? I'm glad to hear you having a fabulous day. If you having a horrible day, you need to get off your little high horse and your tantrum and fix it, bitch. Okay? And I don't mean to call you bitch. Personally, I just don't know your name. Okay, motherfucker? We taking callers, and the first caller is here in Indianapolis. Caller number one, how you doing? I'm doing excellent. I think these motherfuckers is doing a wonderful job with this motherfucking show. These motherfuckers is going up the hell, boy, and they be slamming with the smoke roll session. Okay, motherfucker, that's enough time for the shout-outs. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station where we cut motherfuckers off on regular time, seasons, state, whatever it is, and keeping your ass on point. Next caller, caller number two, how you doing? Motherfucker, if you don't give me my motherfucking money, it's gonna be some repercussions and handmakers. You understand me? I don't know who the fuck you is, but click. This is Bite the Nickel. Bike a nickel, nigga. I don't know if I should take the next caller, but I'm gonna let you know. This is Mark 2 with Dario the Barber, nigga. From Mainstream Cuts. Mainstream Cuts, motherfucker. He is a barber, not an industry rep, okay? He cool as a fan. You fuck with him, you fuck with me. You understand me, homie? Alright. Caller number 3, what you fucking with right now? Right now, man. I'm fucking with some good shit right here, man. It's called Loud. Really? Yeah, man, it's called Loud. I don't know where they get this shit from, but it's loud. Smell it everywhere. All right, man, keep puffing. Caller number 4 of Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station. You gonna get a lollipop for your ass, okay? Not literally, okay, just so you know. How you doing, caller number 4? That is so not right. I'm getting tired of motherfuckers disrespecting me and shit. Really? Who quit bitching like a little egg and grow the fuck up. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station with Dario the Barber. Keep it real. Keep it absent. You know what I'm saying? We out here, motherfucker. Fuck y'all. Alright. Peace out, homie. Keep it real. Peace.
What's up, y'all? This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station.
Mic ain't on. Is the mic on?
Yeah, the mic on.
Okay, I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
What it do? My fault.
There's one thing about Dario. He always try to make sure everything right, which I love that about him. Today's subject matter is identifying strengths and weaknesses. Okay, if you are tuned in, please go ahead into the chat room. We're about to send that little message right now. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And
we'll slow it down for you.
We are also, Dario's wife is here with us today, sending a shout out. What's up, Kayla?
What's up?
Kyla. Kayla. I always get those names mixed up. All right. We've been facing some adversity these last 2 weeks, y'all, and it has been letting us know we are on to something.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the fence. On Dario's side, and his family, and on my side. You know, I think what's happening is we are really pulling from each other.
Yeah, the harder it gets, the realer it gets, really. It's we know we're getting close.
Shouts out to Judah Raw tonight.
Yeah, he's down here in Indy with us. Putting, I think in Shelbyville, actually.
Doing
a concert with
Skrilla Zoe. With the zoo crew.
Yeah, Skrilla Zoo.
Yeah.
Skrilla Zoo.
And next week on the 24th, I will be performing with Skrilla and the Zoo Gang downtown, close to downtown.
Bubba's Grill on East Washington.
Thank you. And we are going to be performing some of my earliest and then some of my latest, which we getting ready to go into that track in a few seconds. But share a little bit, man. How you been feeling lately this week?
Man, I feel blessed. And you know what? Through when you said that about trials, the thing I want to say is, every time I come out of it, I feel like I got to be thankful for what I do have. Kind of like in the words of T.I., man, be thankful for what you do have. You know, I got a little girl sitting right here looking me in my face that I'm thankful for. A little guy here that keeps me happy, keeps me smiling. And those things, they're priceless. Man. You can't put a, you know, that'd be like somebody saying, hey, give me $1 million or I'll give you $1 million. You take the baby from me. No, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I want my fam. I want my loved ones. That's what's most important. As long as I keep on waking up every day, looking them in the face, everything's going to be all right.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? My brother tells me the same thing. The same exact thing. Oh, and just to let y'all know, Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station, the listeners are growing. The followers are growing. We're almost to iHeart.com. Just be patient. When it happens, everybody's going to know. We are going to do some features tonight of myself, Rican from Indianapolis, Chosen from North Carolina, and Mere Magic. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out where he's from. I can't really place that right now, but we're gonna place the 2 Team Elites out tonight, mixed in with a little bit of old school music. Okay, so first up, we got these streets flinching, and right now, Bite the Nickel got the streets flinching.
Hey, shout out real quick to a local artist. He gave us a share this morning. Dang, I done went mind blank. What's his name?
Shouts out to Ray Bans.
Ray Bans, right? Ray Bans.
Oh, and that video is crazy, man.
Ain't it though?
That video is crazy.
I like it. Well put together though.
Yes.
Well, shouts out to them for good videography on that.
He mixes and produces all his own stuff by himself. He uses Pro Tools. Okay. How I know that is I've been paying attention to his feeds. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, while he's listening, I hope you understand, bro. We know what you about. You doing a good thing right now in Indianapolis. One of the #1 artists here in the city, making a good positive move.
So there's another R&B artist that I seen too. He posted on my feed. Dang, I forgot his name. I'm having a real brain fart today. But I tell you what, when we come back from playing this track, we'll straighten it out.
All right.
Full house in the tank. Down before the sign. This that Johnny Brownsco shit, nigga. Yeah. Got those streets flexing, nigga.
What a thing.
Nigga. Yeah, what's the difference, nigga? We live wild, man. We wild kill, nigga, just to feed our child. If you ain't fortunate,
no, it's 2:30 right now.
What's white and black? There ain't no fucking color. These motherfuckers, man, they just savage brothers. Where's the modern world? Fuck the nighttime. They gotta switch your schedule for the right time. Are you seeing the signs? Do you see the threats? Are you seeing this shit through your paycheck? We need to get together and start to protest with hammers on the hip, popping to the chest.
I'm trying to get him to share his music so that we can he shares things that be on my message. But I want him to let it become rally up the soldiers. We about to start this pimping. Million march strong. Protect your house, nigga. So, you know, I want them to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what they coming for. Gun your money, nigga. That's what they hitting for. Whites and blacks the target. Fuck the slave market. We might be human, nigga, but we ain't retarded. Speak now in the streets. Let's turn to the sheet. This nigga right here, crying deep in the streets. We got 3
streets watching, we got these streets talking. Watch these motherfuckers, the prophet really talking. We got these streets watching, we got these streets talking. Watch these motherfuckers, the prophet really talking. We got these streets flexing, we got these streets itching. Why this motherfucker had to start his bitching? This is Donnie Bosco, not no Bisco. Fuck the government pensions, fuck the tax break show. This nation getting greedy, never fed the needy. Blind this nation, nigga, just like Ray and Stevie. $17 trillion, this nation owes a debt. You gotta sweat more, fuck you and your stress. Cracking whips, we holler, blue and white collars. We the new slaves, fuck your fucking power. We got streets watching, we got these streets talking. Watch these motherfuckers, the prophet really talking. We got these streets watching, we got these streets talking. Watch these motherfuckers, the prophet really talking.
All right, y'all, we back. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station.
What it do? What it do?
It's Mark 2 and Dario the barber.
I'll cut you.
The subject matter tonight is identifying strengths and weaknesses. Okay, there's one thing when you start going through as an artist or going through in general. You're going to go through your times and your tribulations, your trials and your tribulations. You're going to go through a time where you feel like, you know, everything is not going right or all is lost. You know what I'm saying? You got people that really they feel like they ain't trying to be heard, and so they going through the motions, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you know, you got to take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Even J. Cole said that it's not going to happen now or right away.
Patience, patience, patience.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to take patience. If you don't have no patience, you ain't gonna run from 0 to Tupac in 2 years. I'm just gonna let you know.
It's rare. It's very rare.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say something on the strengths and weaknesses, right? One of the greatest strengths that we can have is listening skills. And that's the ability to listen to others without developing a negative attitude. So people can actually tell you more about yourself than you realize because they are on the outside looking in. And there's nothing wrong with that. Strain it, sift it, you know, take it with a grain of salt.
Eat the meat and spit out the bone.
There you go. You know, you get what you need because at the end of the day, as an artist, I know, you know, I'm not an artist. But I know that there's no way better to develop a craft than listening because everybody is a student. Whether they want to admit it or not, you know, if the only master is the Lord, right? So if we already know that, then we all know we have something that we can learn. It's a continual learning process. So be willing to listen. And sometimes, you know, if it ain't hitting you right, just meditate on it. You know, slow it down. Think about it. Come back with a new twist.
Yeah, because like for my brother, me and my brother have a relationship where we can feed off each other. But like I've always told my brother, I said you can't pound the same thing over and over into my head and expect me to get it right away because it's got to sit for a minute. It's got to marinate.
In your own time.
You know, you can't get wisdom and everything around you kind of sound like it's discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? You ain't receiving the information the right way. And by the way, shouts out to Denny here on 82nd Street.
Castleton.
You know what I'm saying? We right next to the Castleton Mall. And we will be doing it here from time to time. We're going to be looking into some other locations, you know what I'm saying, so that you can either come and chill and be a part of the crowd. Also, next week, Saturday, and we're going to keep we gonna keep our promises. Next week, Saturday, we will be accepting call-ins, okay? For shout-outs, for advertisement, if you're a label rep or whatever, we're gonna be accepting that. Also, go to Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station, Bite the Nickel Podcast radio show.com, and be able to check out some of the artists that are on the website, and also if you want to be a part of Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station website, just follow the artist submission page and follow all the instructions. Okay,
we want to hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
We want to see you. We want to know about you.
We want you. We're going to get this opportunity for 2 more weeks before we set down the sponsorship program.
The door's closing.
Okay? We're going to do a Noah's Ark. Because only the faith, if there's only going to be a faithful few for right now, well, them faithful few are going to be the ones that's going to get the promotion for right now. You know what I'm saying? So, we're taking this a step further because it's only going to take you to put in your submission. We're not going to beg you for your submission. We're not going to, harbor you about your submission. You got to do it yourself, and you got to be able to do it correctly. All right?
Shouts out to my little girl over there. She's louder than all of us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we got a little deeper in the making here. Put her voice on the track.
The next Riley Curry.
I know, right? But look, yeah, get it on in here, man. There's a storm brewing, and some are gonna get swept away, and some are gonna get swept along with it.
For the good or to the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Left or right, get right or get left.
That's right. And it's better to do it right and jump aboard versus being a skeptic and saying, I don't know about this.
Think long, think wrong.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to this next break. We're going to go to Chosen. Team Elite. Shouts out to you, Chosen, tonight.
Shouts out.
In North Carolina. Shouts out to North Carolina tonight. Keep making noise for Chosen, because Chosen is doing a wonderful work. He's the gospel handwriter of this piece, and this piece is called Be All Right. Peace.
Peace.
This for that girl in the struggle, gotta raise them babies on her own, cause her baby daddy acting crazy. He ain't around, and he can care less if they make it. She on her grind, work 2 jobs to put food on the table. She hold it down, and somehow she managed to smile. Try to stand strong, but can't stop the tears from running down. Thoughts of her past, how her father abandoned his child. Like deja vu, it feels so true, like she been there before. But she vowed not to quit, no, not for nothing. If he do it, if he don't, she ain't worried about it. Though life without him seem hard, cause her baby needs some guidance. Rather do it on her own until she help from this coward. She ain't filing child support, cause she don't even need them problems. She can get it on her own. She don't even need $1. And besides, she figures she can't do bad all by herself. Even though the times get hard, she don't need nobody else. No, I know it's hard and it get rough sometimes, but don't you cry, just dry your eyes, cause it's gonna be alright. I know you wanna quit throwing the towel, but don't give up, cause soon enough, it's gonna be alright. This for my brethren in the struggle. You trying to see the light, but all you ever see is trouble. Out here fighting for your life, ain't nobody trying to help you. If you need me, I'll be there. Don't that saying it sound familiar? So call out familiar to them dudes without a job. I know it's hard. Stay on your grind, keep faith in God, and it'll come. And if you ask me how I know, ask me how I know. I look at you and tell you I've been down before. I've been down and out some days, I ain't had a dime. Lack of resources, I resorted to a life of crime. Thought I was putting in some work, but I was wasting time. So I start putting in this work, elevating my mind. Work hard, got my hustle up, elevated my grind. They laughed at me when I was down, now they hating my shine. I remember trying to be patient, just waiting in line. But look, ain't waiting no more, I'm gonna take in what's mine. Yeah, I know it's hard and it get rough sometimes, but don't you cry, just dry your eyes, cause it's gonna be alright. I know you wanna quit throwing the towel, but don't give up, cause soon enough, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. So don't you cry, just dry your eyes, and it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. So don't give up, cause soon enough, it's gonna be alright. I know times get hard, but you done came too far to give up now, so don't turn around, just keep your head up to the sky. I know times get hard, but you done came too far to give up now, so don't turn around, just keep your head up to the sky. I know times get hard, but you done came too far to give up now, so don't turn around, just keep your head up to the sky. I know times get hard, but you done came too far to give up now, so don't turn around, just keep your head up to the sky.
Man, I'm feeling that though.
I'm trying to tell you, Chosen is not someone to play with.
Needed to hear that. Needed to hear that. Shouts out, Chosen, man. Hey, keep your head up. That's what's up.
Identifying strengths and weaknesses. There's one thing about identifying your strengths and weaknesses, especially when you're dealing with a team of people, whether it's 2 people or whenever it's like 10 people. And you got to learn how to bounce off and on each other and rely on each other for strength. You know what I'm saying? Because we notice each other's weaknesses. You know, just dealing with, a lot of the phone calls and the messenger updates and talking with other artists. You can hear it in their voice, the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You hear in their voice the struggle. And they're tired of struggling. But when you start getting around people such as like myself or Dario,
Twiz White.
Twiz White Peas, Team Elite, Flowmaster, Queen E, you know what I'm saying? These people that on Facebook, they got a character of being not only being real, but they help because they see what people's weaknesses and strengths are. You know what I'm saying? And that's important.
And another thing, on that team, I want to ride the coattail of that. A lot of times as a group of people come together, you can kind of see where when you are weak. If somebody else has a strength, you can see where you're not as strong as they are. Don't take that so personal.
Right.
That just means you just need to sharpen up your game. You know what I'm saying? That's an encouraging factor.
Iron sharpens iron.
Man, I'm saying, and too many of us want to look at it as a derogatory thing. If somebody else has something sharp, you can't do everything better than There's I always go back to these old sayings. I'm old school at heart. Look, there's always somebody gonna do it better than you did, or can do. So you know what I'm saying. And ain't nothing. We talked about this at the crib before we left. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Whatever you thinking about that you trying to do. This is a very important point right here. Whatever you think you got going on, you trying to do right now. Somebody already done did it. There's skyscrapers out here, y'all. Can you build one? Maybe you can, but somebody already did it.
Right.
So my whole point is, you're not as strong. as you would like to be, but don't push it. Don't turn that into a negative thing and try to push that off on somebody else, or have that attitude. You know what I'm saying? Or have that negative feeling towards somebody else. Just step up your game. Get your weight up.
Exactly.
Let that it come to you for a reason, and you can develop them skills. But it can be an encouragement. So team wise, quit hate on the next man. I don't even like we beat that word of hate so much that I think it's just random now.
Well, using the word
hate. It's like
hate.
hate. Yeah, I just want to say like there's a deeper meaning to it. You know, because a lot of times we hate and we don't even realize we hating.
Yeah. A lot of times it's a psychological thing too, you know, hating on somebody just because it sounds and look like they a little bit better than what you do. No, you learn from them people. You know, where you weak at, that's where you can become strong.
That's why I was put in your path to even see.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not the best of producers, but I'm learning. I'm producing my own, but I'm learning, and I want to be able to go into a live studio and actually learn more. You know what I'm saying? Because why? That's the fire and the desire that I have for my music. You know what I'm saying?
Working the craft.
That's my weakness, too. You know what I'm saying? Not being a good producer. But I know I could get better because if I just humble myself, I could get stronger. You know what I'm saying? And that's important.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you know you can cut hair, Dario, doesn't mean that you can't learn another tool from another barber.
Always learning. That's why you still can go to school after you have acquired your craft.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to say this about producing. What I do know, you know, because I'm not in the music industry like that. Like this is the beginning of it for me, being honest. But at the same time, if you ever take a step back and look at, you know, especially now that we have Instagram, we were talking about that. Mm-hmm. And if you look in these guys' studios, I know I peeped in on Kanye's studio. I peeped in on Kanye's studio, and a couple more artists I follow on. I think I follow Rocco. You know what I'm saying? But these guys have 5 and 6 producers in they studio, engineers. There's so many. There's techies that, you know, there's so much going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Besides, they producing themselves. Yeah. A lot of these artists are producers, like you, Martu. So you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm trying to say, you know, you got the beginning, you got mixers, you got finishers, people that just hone in on making your stuff clear.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And ready to package and be ready to be
I still have to learn how to scrub lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And I deal with a program that not everybody deal with. You know what I'm saying? I deal with Magic's Maker, Music Maker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got Fruity Loops. I ain't got Pro Tools. I ain't got Reason. I ain't got Cubase.
GarageBand.
I ain't got Garage. Well, yeah, I do have it on there. Yeah, but I still don't know how to operate that joker just yet. I think it's got to be re-downloaded and everything.
You got to update it.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's part of the... I'm saying that's why when we was talking the other day about, you know, some future things that we were talking about, and there's a couple of guys we trying to get in on the deal. It takes a team. It does.
Yeah.
It takes a team. You're gonna have to have some help. So you might as well, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, and I'm speaking from my own experience. Go ahead, swallow the pill, and know that when you see something that you're not as sharp as, instead of running from it, run toward it.
You know
run towards your fear, right?
Right.
Seriously.
Might as well.
Right. Face it.
They say a good offense. The best defense is a good offense.
Go on, beat them down.
Y'all got that from X-Men, didn't you? Y'all know better. Quit copying folks.
Y'all copy somebody too at one point in time.
Man, we all. That's what we do as children. Really. Everybody want to be, I swear they the original. You know, like we just said, look, from infancy on, we all children, we learning. I'm a big ass kid. Keep it real.
Me too.
Right. I had to see somebody else look good in that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the difference is put something to it of your own flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's what. You know, that's where you come out and be like, okay, this is me. Make it your own.
Right.
Of all this stuff, at least, you know what I'm saying? If you just sound exactly, your beat and everything sound exactly, you're going to get your tail sued, you know what I'm saying? But put your twist to it, do what you do, but that's how you learn and grow. On my humble, just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying, to learn.
We're gonna go to the next feature. It's Mirror Magic. Gotta keep it real, featuring Wise, and we'll be back after this track. Remember,
Right back.
Ridiculous. 3 dresses in a week, another dress. And she tells him, I didn't want to buy this dress. The devil made me buy this dress.
I just need y'all to feel it. I just need y'all to feel it. Cause I'm the realest nigga. Cause I'm the realest nigga. Yeah, I just need you. I just need you. We all have that moment when a nigga need to vent. Right now I'm in that moment where I feel I need to vent. I write bars to be felt. I ain't asking for no helping hand. And you don't need your eyes to see these bars are real. Cause you can hear the shit. Walk what I talk. Defeat is not an option. My lyrics ain't for the spirit. Your soul's a misguided. See, your mind may brainstorm because the way you think is cloudy. You ain't got it if you can't feel it. That ain't tangible money. That will mean you've been deceived by perception, neglected by selection, mistaken on purpose. Took your kindness for weakness. Now you should set your kindness on minimum because that's when we are the weakest. I was taught that you stack money until it pile up. And then you stack, watch it pile up until the shit fall over. Then you stack, watch it pile up. I just need y'all to feel me. I just need y'all to feel me. I smoke and keep it real. I gotta keep it real. I just need y'all to feel it. I just need y'all to feel me. Real, recognize the real. Real, recognize the real. Nigga, God bless a real nigga. God bless a real nigga. While I smoke and keep it real. I gotta keep it real. I just need y'all to feel it. I need y'all to feel me. God bless a real nigga. God bless a real.
I need y'all to feel this bars like my numerals. Mathematic flow. Nobody this really never know. Let me really go like my phobos on bonkers. Everything I spit really go none the bananas. Fruits in the spits, but ain't no fucking tomatoes. My flow really go crazy like I'm going insane, ho. But I said, damn, I got phenomenal skills. I get my money up, man, so I can pay these bills. Get my rent up, my electric, I got to put the lights on. Like TP, man, I gotta turn the lights on. Rest in peace. Teddy put the grass, cause I gotta turn the lights on like I turn it off, man. Damn. Lights on, lights off, everybody reply. Turn the dot, oh, everybody to spit. I tried. Let me really kill this beat like I had to collide with my nigga who missed the words of the wise. Yeah, you know I had to murder this like I'd rather go hard like I hit this. But wait a minute, I'm not gonna start a cannon, but I just gotta finish it. But everybody know me magic in this bitch. What up?
I just need y'all to feel me.
I need y'all to feel me.
I smoke and keep it real.
I gotta keep it real.
I just need y'all to feel it.
I need y'all to feel me.
Real, recognize the real nigga.
Recognize real.
God bless a real nigga.
God bless a real G.
While I smoke and keep it real.
I gotta keep it real.
I just need y'all to feel it.
I need y'all to feel me.
God bless a real nigga.
God bless a real G.
Magic Productions, motherfucker.
it is identifying strengths and weaknesses tonight.
Yep.
And the big thing, Dario, that I think a lot of artists and or just people in general don't take the time out to do especially even on their jobs, is that they don't identify the strength or the weakness of the job. What needs to be built on, what doesn't need to be built on, what needs to be taken out, what needs to be put back in.
I want to add on to that. When you identify somebody's strength, though, do you make way for it and let that person be strong?
Right. See, like, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I work at McDonald's. Now, I've been working for McDonald's off and on for years. Okay? I probably got 10 plus in McDonald's, as I was growing up from the age of 10. Okay? I've worked in foundries, I've worked in factories, but I've always somehow end up back in the food industry. Now, check this out. There's certain stations in McDonald's that you have. There's a fry station, there's front counter, there's back cash, there's grill, and there's the fry station and the Mac Cafe area. Okay? In each position of that store, you have to train each person how to do each position to the best of their ability. And plus, they had to be well trained. So after you train everybody, you find out who's the strongest and you find out who's the weakest. Like for me, I can't be in the grill no more. I'm not fast enough. Okay? So I know my strength is being in back cash, keeping the neck of the whole business running. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep it fluent. To be honest, I don't really like working the front booth because I get confused when people hand me too many bags talking about this the right order, they go out that window. And I'll be like, no, that's not what's in the bag because that's not what's on the screen. Bang.
Yeah.
And
what are you strong at?
I'm stronger with the customer service in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what you have found is a niche.
Exactly. I'm good with people, keeping people calm for a long wait, because now we have to cook all your food fresh. Now, that might not be all McDonald's. Let's make that clear real quick. Not every McDonald's function the same way, but if you come to the one on 82nd Street, you're going to get your food fresh.
Shout out Mickey D.
Mickey D's.
That was free ADV.
Mm-hmm.
But you were making a point about the strength.
The strength is being able to point out everybody's strength. Like I could say such and such good in the grill because they got fast hands and they've been just dropping everything simultaneously and everything's flowing. Let's keep them in that position. Okay?
There you go.
We could be on the front line and we got about 2 lines going and it's busy. Okay, I need the 2 people that's strong right up here. So I could do, so the manager could do the running. Or your runner, or your what you call your trainee,
yeah,
your main trainee,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's above the
person who actually fills the position.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead.
You got the trainee, then you got the manager,
yeah.
the crew trainer. That's what it is. Crew trainer, then the manager.
Okay, chain of command.
Right, chain of command. You get those all in place, boom, everything is in order. But once you put someone weak in a position that you do not need in that position, everything starts to crumble. And then, plus 2, everybody got to be on point. That's just like being in the studio. When you come in the studio, you got to come to the studio with your mind right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be focused on the track that you get ready to do or the tracks that you get ready to do. If you're an engineer, you got to be able to not be distracted and be like, hey, I need to listen to the sound so I can be able to tweak this. Can y'all go in the other room? You know what I'm saying? When you're doing vocals for artists and they doing it right then and there, you got to pay attention to the sound or else it ain't going to be right. So learn how to identify where your strengths at and then utilize the ones or delegate the ones that know how to put be strong in their area, in those positions, and everybody work around
and trust them.
Yes.
Wow.
You got to be able to trust your teammates, because if you don't trust your teammates, there ain't nothing going to be unified. Shouts out to Twiz White Peace and Team Elite tonight. Shouts out to Mere Magic Productions. Yeah, we hear that little George Wheezy in the background. Because we moving on up to the east side.
But that's real stuff, though. What we just said right there, you gotta have your trust up.
Yeah.
Relationships, friendships, parents, children. Man, there's going to be a certain point you're going to have to let go and let that person do their thing.
Hello.
And they're going to bump their head. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? But if they strong in that point, go on, let them do their thing. Go on, let them do their thing. Track might come out awesome.
Don't just sit a person that you hear, you be like, nah, that's some weak shit. And then later on, that person blow up because he got the person that really could tweak his stuff. And that could have been you. You know what I'm saying? Be a help, not be. Number one, if you're gonna do anything, first of all, be a helper. Be humble and be a helper.
Can I use a word?
Mm-hmm.
Be empathetic.
Expound on that before we go into the next.
I'm gladly. Empathy. The master of it was Jesus. Because one of his first people that he really talked to, believe it or not, was a prostitute. And he used empathy because he knew about her. He was Jesus. So he already knew what her history was, so we can give him that. A lot of times we don't know about people. But if you do know about that person, you see they struggle, you see what they going through, picture yourself in them shoes. And I bet you a lot of times you'll be more proactive with them. And you truly will understand where they're coming from. And that way you will build up more trust.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just keeping it real.
Especially with a team of people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus had to trust all 12 disciples.
And he knew one of them
was the devil.
Was a betrayer.
Right.
And he still showed love. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, you're going to have to show love to that. To your enemies. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because they watching you. Because they watching you. You being watched on every aspect of what you do.
So what you going to cheat the truth because you going to cheat love because somebody don't like you or is in your way? You know what I'm saying? Or come on. That's how you're going to be strong. That's how you show strength. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which would be better? You overcoming it or getting down on the level and succumbing to it?
Or even just being honest with the person. And be like, hey, I don't even trust you that much, but you know what I'm saying? You got a skill that is much better than me.
Jesus did. He told him, one of y'all going to betray me. Mm-hmm. Before it even went down. So he basically was like, I know one of y'all in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so everybody like,
you gotta look at the pros and cons. If you could be honest right out the gate about what you want,
what you see going on,
and what you see going on, just call it as it is, whether anybody get mad or not.
I'd rather live with that though.
You know,
you can get mad at me. I done said some things to you about even with our show and people that done came over and communication wise. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? You know, because I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very protective. If you in my circle, I'm gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm built like that, so I'm looking out. But at the same time, you know, I've said it to you, Martu. You know, everybody ain't about the right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the way they communicating and what they'll shove a deal in your face in a minute. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes ago we was about to get $850,000. What we do? I was in Honolulu already.
Hey, when they told me that story, man, I got cracked up laughing.
Yeah, y'all watch out for them scammers though.
Please,
man.
That's them Nigerian, and those are brothers. But hey, Nigeria, stop it. Y'all gonna get some money. Just stop them little scams
Man,
going
I'm
on.
saying, though. And quit thinking Americans are so dumb. Bro, we done been through all of that. You know, you might catch some of us unawares. I'm going to tell you something, too. Americans, we need to step up, too.
Man.
Go ahead and get that hard work in. That's what, you know, the world thinks we kind of lazy, right? You know what I mean? Just saying.
Well, we got just a minute and a half left. We're going to go into the next feature, Zeus by Grayish.
Like the nickel.
No, I ain't saying that I'm better than the best, just better than the rest. Texas chain, made in the flesh. Flow fire, spit a bar, and I'm blazing the flesh. Tickles brazen and jest. I'm just naming me next. Don't like it, then you cite it, and I aim for you next. Laser point precision when I bang for the chest. Make noise like that bang in the chest. Don't King Kong get hot cheese chong. Biplane 80 floors up, being swept down. Get the gist of what I be on. You peons get peed on. Lyrically, I'm eons. Far in a distance, far from existence. You subpar, so far from my vision.